Hi there. Well, over the last few weeks I've had several people ask me what my views are on Nibiru, Planet X and aliens. Well, I have to say that my views are a bit mixed. Now if you look elsewhere on my channel you'll find a alien contact video which basically explains why and when I think alien contact might occur. So yeah, I do believe they're out there. I do believe that they will have, if they have not already had, some significant effect on mankind. But that's a subject for another video really. The main thrust of this video is Nibiru. Now, I have some problems with Nibiru. I don't have a problem with the fact that a large undiscovered planet might exist. What I have a problem with is the claims of Zecharia Sitchin and others, and I have read Mr. Sitchin's books, 2 of them, that this planet is on an irregular orbit and it comes close to the Earth every 3,600 years, etc., etc. Now, people think that because we can observe planets light years away, because they perturb the orbits of their stars and they change the sunlight from the stars and so on and so forth, that we can do the same in our own solar system. Well, it's not so. And the reason it's not so is a little thing called the 3-body problem. If all you're considering is 2 bodies, that is to say that it's the sun and something else, or the earth and something else, fine, no problem. The equations for gravity can solve that quite easily. However, as soon as you add 3 or more bodies, it all gets terribly much more complicated, and it goes into basically the equation becomes a chaos theory equation. And for those of you not familiar with chaos theory, what this means is that a tiny little 20th decimal place error in your initial observation of the conditions can flip the result over from one side to the other, as in, can make there be a planet there or not be a planet there. Now, nobody really can make observations with that degree of accuracy. So the problem is, every time you run the equations you're going to get a different answer. So we don't know from that, can't tell from gravitational perturbation, where we're looking at tiny perturbations. But what we can tell is that this doesn't happen. The reason why is any big planet that's out there, and there could very well be some massive planets way out there with orbital periods of thousands of years, we just don't know. In fact, recently it's been hypothesized from disturbances to the orbits of the outer planets that there might be 2 or 3 of these. But we don't really know what is out there. However, we can say what isn't. And we can say what isn't with quite a lot of confidence, because yes, there was a planet in the inner system between Earth and Mars that was destroyed, and that makes the asteroid belt. However, we do know that it was destroyed an awful long time ago, not 3,000 years, but we're talking millions of years ago. So this is likely to have been destroyed by a one-off event, by something coming through the solar system at high velocity. What? We don't know, obviously. Now, if there were a planet like Nibiru that came into the inner solar system once every 3,600 years, we would see a lot more irregularity in the orbits of the planets that are there. We would see a lot more differences in speed, we would see a lot more problems. As it is, the solar system, with the exception of the asteroid belt, is a fairly regular clockwork-like mechanism, which is why they used to produce these clockwork orreries. You can tell the time by the motions of the planets. This would not be the case if there was something coming through the solar system every 3,600 years. Our solar system would be chaotic. There probably wouldn't be anything like the number of planets we've got. Those planets certainly wouldn't have lots of moons around them, because the gravitation from the passing planet would drag them out of their orbits. So I think that side of the Nibiru theory is a complete non-starter. Now, that doesn't mean to say that it doesn't come, that a planet that's out in the outer system wouldn't come closer to the Earth at any time, but close in the sense that you can see it? No, that is not going to happen. And there's a lot of inconsistencies in the whole Nibiru tale, so I have to kind of dismiss this as an absolute impossibility, I'm afraid. Sorry to all you die-hard Nibiru people out there, but I'm coming down on the side of, yes, there are planets out there. Yes, there are aliens, and who knows, they might live on planets in our solar system, we don't know that, or have bases on them. But no, there is no wandering planet that dips in and out of the solar system every 3,600 years and causes havoc and chaos on Earth, and visits us with all sorts of problems. Now, everything has natural cycles, and the sun is no exception to this, as we're finding out. In fact, we're starting to think that we live around not what we thought we lived around, which is a static star with well-known parameters. In fact, we're starting to think we live around a variable star. And this is a bit of a nightmare, because variable stars, every now and again, they blow up and produce lots of energy, and then they go quiet for a long time and don't produce very much. As you can imagine, this is going to make our climate unstable, which seems to be the case, in fact. It's going to make technology a bit difficult sometimes, especially when the sun goes into a manic phase. And it does account for all of the variability in the past that some people are blaming on Nibiru. Now, as regards aliens, yes, I will do another video actually. Yeah, mathematically they've got to be out there. No choice about that. They have to be at least 6 billion year old civilizations out there. And look at us, we're what, a 60,000, 70,000 year old civilization in reality, and look where we are. Can you imagine a 6 billion year old civilization with our capabilities, where they would be by now? No, you can't. Effectively, their technology would be like magic to us. Now, we could very well be, I believe, a farmed planet, and I'll do a video about that as well. But basically what I'm talking about there is that this planet is being looked after because it is somebody's property, just in the same way that England used to look after India when it had the Indian Empire. So it could be that there's something here the aliens want. Now, the Nibiru lovers think that is gold. Well, this could be the case, because gold has disappeared from vaults and people are very secretive about how much they've got. So who's to say that our rulers are not trading with an alien species for gold or other heavy metals? We don't know. I think it's unlikely to be the darker of the suggestions, which is basically what they're after, is human bodies, human body parts, and human DNA, etc., etc. The reason why is that we ourselves can already grow human body parts. If we can do it, if they're so far ahead of us, it's going to be very, very easy, very, very simple for them to do it, given just a single cell. So they don't need to come down and take people away and hack bits off them and do all this kind of thing. That just doesn't stack up. So, as Greg Hunter would say, fear ye not, because they're not going to come for you in the night and hack bits off you. They might terrify you. They might come and steal all your gold. But no, my position is a planet exists out there. It could have aliens on it, who knows, or an alien base. But it's not Nibiru. Well, thank you very much. If you found this informative, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please throw rotten tomatoes. Thank you very much. Bye.